Hey, what's up guys, Matt Shiny here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about something very important, and that's relating to the ANTWERP Major. Now, the ANTWERP Major is on the brink of coming into the game here. Probably one of the next couple days we're going to see it, and there's one major thing that I haven't really talked about to this point that I really need to talk about, and it's relating to souvenir packages. But before we hop on into that, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, DMarket. Today's video is sponsored by DMarket. Now, if you don't know what DMarket is, they're pretty much the all-inclusive CSGO website. You're able to buy, sell, exchange, even instant sell your items for some money that you can receive very quickly. Now, when you're looking to buy CSGO skins, there's two main things you have to check out. First is best deals. Best deals is going to be the best deals on the market, obviously. And then the other one is best discount. These are going to be the highly discounted items that are currently available, and some of which, when you click the box, are going to be coming up as the best price on the entire internet. Other than that, I highly suggest you check out their instant sell feature. It's the one I personally use. They've got the best rates out there, plus easy way to get out your money. And I want to thank DMarket so much for sponsoring this video. Let's hop on into it. And I want to thank DMarket so much for sponsoring this video. But talking about souvenirs, there's one major thing that's changed in the past couple of years that I assume most of you are aware of. You used to be able to get souvenir packages through Twitch drops and watching the games live. Now it's completely different. You can just pay to win, buy a package for $3 and unbox it instantly. There's no waiting around trying to get a drop, and that makes a lot of difference when we're talking about what we're going to look at today. Now, to kind of set up the scene for you, we really have to focus on one thing, and that's the AWP Dragon Lore, what is probably the most prestigious gun in the game. Now, here on Buff, you can grab about a field tested one for around 4,000 USD and a souvenir field tested one for around 50,000 USD. The actual specific values are not that important. However, you can see here there is a 12.5 times ratio between the field tested and the actual souvenir one. They're both in field tested here, but talking about the regular versus the souvenir, there's a major difference. But when we come to the previous major, we're talking about Stockholm here, there was no cobblestone in the map pool, obviously, but there was another desirable AWP out there, and that's from the Mirage collection, and that's the AWP Desert Hydra. Now, when we look on Buff here to see how comparable these skins are in the regular versus souvenir form, we're going to be seeing something that is very concerning if you're looking to invest into packages here. We're going to be looking at the regular here, that's at $1,400 USD. You know, a bit cheaper, obviously. There's a lot more people with this specific skin than the Dragon Lore. But when we look at the souvenir, we're going to see a major difference. This is barely even 10% cheaper. It's not even 10% cheaper depending on how you round. We're looking at maybe $1,500 for the souvenir versus $1,400 for the regular. And this is where the major problem lies. You get it, major, but this is a significant problem, jokes aside, that souvenir skins, inside of them, the top level is not even going for 10% more in the AWP Desert Hydra. And when we look at the Gold Arabesque, just to reiterate the point, it's a pretty similar story. It's around 20-ish% if you want to round a little bit graciously here, but it's definitely not even close to the 12.5 times ratio we were seeing with the Dragon Lore. And this is where the major problem is, and it's not really easily solvable. Now, if you don't know the differences between the regular and the souvenir, I can show you it in one screenshot right here. This is the MP5 Oxide Oasis, or the filler used to get the AWP Desert Hydra. Regular, it's going to run you about $190. In souvenir form, it's going to run you around $12. That's about 4 souvenir packages. And to put that into perspective a little bit, you've got roughly a 1 in 800 chance of unboxing one of these. That means you would have to unbox roughly $2,400 worth of souvenir packages to get an item that's worth around $12. Now, when we're talking about souvenir items here, everyone knows it's the top dogs that really matter. This is nothing new. The thing is, we're seeing such drastic changes at the lower levels, and then the upper levels, looking at these pinks and reds here, really aren't recovering at all. We see the pinks that is worth so significantly less, like 6 or 7% of the actual regular value, and then we look at the top dog, which is the red, which is 1 in 3,906 chance to get, and it's worth roughly the same as one that gets traded up for. For me personally, this raises one major question of why would anyone open up souvenir packages? Now, if we do see signatures, this is possibly something that could redeem it to a certain extent, but we really haven't seen souvenir packages increase in value at all, especially among the big four. That's going to be the Dust, Mirage, Ancient, and Vertigo. These four are the big four because they got 4 brand new collections, never before seen collections in souvenir form, and they are still barely breaking above the actual regular forms. This problem is so significant that when we look at the 7 overall packages from Stockholm 2021, the top 2 literally are not ones that got new collections, basically meaning these ones only went up in value because not a lot of people unboxed them or bought them. No one's really interested in these ones, and that's why they're a better investment than the ones that are actually getting unboxed to a certain degree. This is a major issue because we're seeing so many Mirage and Dust packages now that ANTWERP, unless it has signatures, is almost doomed for failure because the skins are almost guaranteed to be worth less in value. There's no real reason to open up the ANTWERP packages, like I've said, unless they have the signatures there, and that's something that's going to play a major role in my decision to invest into these souvenir packages. I honestly am not going to invest very much if we don't see signatures, because I believe there is going to be such a low amount of demand for people to actually open up these packages. Therefore, why would anyone buy into them? But I can give you pretty much my personal guarantee we are going to be seeing tons of people buying into these packages, and that is with or without these signatures that might or might not be there. Now, when we're talking about the souvenirs that we can unbox now, it's not even the same as what it used to be. You used to be stuck with the sticker position you got, and that was what made them valuable. It was really that determining factor of when you opened it, what stickers were rare, and it kind of added a little extra value potentially. Now you can move 3 out of the 4 stickers around. The only one that's stuck is the actual map sticker. When we're talking about the Op Souvenir Desert Hydra, it's the Mirage sticker, but the 3 out of the 4 you can really move around wherever you want. You can buy them off the Steam market. It's probably not going to be costing you too much, and this really destroys the integrity of souvenirs. When we're looking at the souvenirs for ANTWERP, it's going to be very hard for me to invest into them. We saw one of the best stickers we've seen in a long time with Stockholm, and these souvenirs, looking at the specific skins like the Op Desert Hydra here, has really struggled to break above what the regular one is. And with those best stickers we've seen in such a long time, plus a map sticker, which, you know, isn't the greatest, but it is still unique, it's surprising to me that we can't reach a price that is significantly above the regular one. Therefore, I think ANTWERP is going to be struggling significantly more than Stockholm, and we're probably going to see the price dip down below what the regular one is. Now, at this point, I don't think there is going to be too much change because at the end of the day, the skin is still desirable, but it's very hard looking forward to see if these skins will actually have a true value or if they're just going to continue to drop every major until they are eventually removed. But that's really all I have for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This video was partially inspired by Raw CSGO, so if you want to check him out on Twitter, that would be much appreciated. And I also want to thank D Market once again for sponsoring the video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.